wasn't until I understood the nervous system piece that I realized that what was happening is that every time I started to take some time off, I didn't have the language for it at the time, but I felt uncomfortable. I felt activated. I felt like, isn't there something I should be doing? Couldn't I
Mm,
be productive right now? Should I just maybe, I just feel better if I just got this thing out of the way first. And I didn't recognize that sensation in my body as nervous system activation. And all it is like you said before, the body brain system trying to return you to the baseline that it knows, the status quo that it knows. And when you start first making that change and that difference, that's when it comes up. But this can happen with anything, right? It can be when you first start, I don't know, pitching different to go on different podcasts or something that feels very nervous, and it you may think, I just don't like this, right? Or you may interpret it in some way that isn't actually beneficial for you. So that's how entrepreneurs, if they're not careful about this, can see that actually, like, people will tell me, oh, I just don't like being on, so I'm just not a social media person. And I really like to question that because that is true for some people. But for other people, it's just that they don't tolerate the discomfort yet of putting themselves out there.
yeah, that's 100% accurate. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to step out and show up because, I mean,
Yeah.
those people, you've probably seen this in your own journey, is that they're not going to be cheering you on. They're not going to be giving you validation. They're going to be, like waiting on you to quit, give up, and fail. And that's why most people, I don't think, get started down that path because they don't want to deal with that
Mm.
rejection. They let that stop them mentally because they're not able to move forward through that.
Yeah, it's funny though. I had a coach, this is not original, but it's really stuck with me. So I just feel moved to share it with your audience too, because maybe they would. But it's amazing how we can tolerate an emotion. For instance, if we know it's short term, like on a roller coaster, we will feel extreme fear on that roller coaster, and yet we'll think of it as excitement or thrilling because we know it's limited and we're controlling it. So just imagine that you could take a potion, like you drink this little vial of something and you knew for 1 minute you were going to feel rejection. Or 1 minute you knew you were going to feel whatever emotion, right? You're currently afraid of feeling. You would have a different experience of that.